Good afternoon and welcome back to the New Zealand Indoor Bowls 1 to 5 pairs final. We're now at round 3 and in this game, our feature match, we've got Matthew and Dylan Foster of Poverty Bay playing Marie Granger and Graham Davey from Nelson. And with me is Matthew and Marie. So Marie, firstly to you, how long have you been playing the game?
Well, this is my second year in associate bowls with the association, yes.
Marvellous. Excellent. And what got you into the game in the first place?
I always loved it. Years and years ago, I used to go along to a bowling club with my dad, and he called me along one night, and I had a bit of a go. I thought, this isn't too bad. So a few years later, I decided I'd join an affiliated club, and I've met so many people, and it's a really great sport to be in.
Fantastic, that's great to hear. And Matthew, you've this is your 5th year, is that right?
Been playing for about 4.5 years.
Fantastic. And what got you started in the game?
My papa, back at home, right. He called me along one night to a club night, so yeah, I've been playing ever since.
Fantastic. And you've got quite a family involvement in bowls, haven't you?
Yeah, most of the family plays family sport, so we all play together.
Fantastic, that's great. Excellent. Well, good luck for this game, and we'll get the leads in and do the toss. Rightio. Dylan and Graham, we'll do the toss. Has someone got the coin? Yep, Dylan has.
Heads.
Looks like it's a head.
Well, you can have the mate first.
Rightio. And what colour are you going to go?
Orange.
Fantastic. So Poverty Bay will be playing the orange bowls in this round 3 match, and we'll head over now to our commentary team and get the game underway. Thanks.
Welcome to round 3 of the New Zealand 1 to 5 year pairs, brought to you with Intech live streaming on skysportnext via YouTube in partnership with Somerset Retirement Villages. The feature game, or the television game this round, is between Matthew and Dylan Foster, Poverty Bay, and Marie Granger and Graham Davey from Nelson. The mat has been changed because Matthew and Dylan featured in the first game. The other games this round are Canterbury Ashburton playing North Taranaki, Hutt Valley playing Manawatu, and Southland playing Counties.
So this should be a pretty competitive game, Trevor, I would have thought. Matthew and Dylan, I think, have won both their games so far. Murray and Graham were successful in their last game. In fact, they beat the same team that Matthew and Dylan beat in the first game, so...
In the previous round, the scores are going up now. Final scores: Manawatu beat Southland 11-6. Counties beat North Taranaki 11-3. Poverty Bay beat Hutt Valley 13-4. And as Wayne just indicated, Nelson, just waiting for this, Nelson beat Canterbury Ashburton 11-5. So quite decisive games in that round. And the standings after round 1, Poverty Bay are leading with 2 wins, 14.5 ends, and differential of plus 26, but we'll stick to the ends. Second place are Counties with 2 wins and 12 ends. Third place Manawatu with 2 wins and 10 ends. Fourth Nelson with 1 win and 10 ends. Fifth Southland with a draw and 10 ends. Sixth Hutt Valley with a draw and 8 ends. 7th North Taranaki with no wins and 7 ends, and 8th Canterbury Ashburton with no wins and 4 ends.
So really good start here from Poverty Bay, but that's a great bowl from Marie, from Nelson, to get the shot, play the Poverty Bay bowl through the head and take its place. Matthew will just be looking to follow that down and pretty much do the same sort of thing, which he's done. That's a great bowl.
Looks like he's holding 4 shots now, Wayne, at least 3.
Yeah, that front blue might just be in. Important bowl here for Marie. She wouldn't want to be too far away.
She's not going to die wondering.
Right, well up here. Oh, she's just
fortunately just got the jack clean, so that's a penalty of 3. And Poverty Bay leads 3-0 after 1 end. That was a 3 to Poverty Bay. It was killed with Marie's second bowl. So those who are watching who don't know, if the kitty is knocked off the mat, it's points are awarded to the non-offending team, which is the team which hasn't knocked it off or killed it. And for the first 4 bowls on the team, it's 2 points penalty, and for any bowls after that, it's a 3-point penalty. Another good opener here from Graham Davey. Dylan's got 2 back bowls. In the very early days of indoor bowls, it was 1 point if the leads killed it, 2 if the 2, 3 for the 3, and 4 for the skips. And that was changed because I suspect the tactic in the old days was if you wanted to make sure you won the game, you got your lead to kill it. Two good opening bowls here by Nelson.
Yep. That's a nice bowl from Graham.
There's 3 good bowls here by Graham Davey. He set the head up nicely for a skip.
Matthew was just looking to try and move that jack, and while he moved it, it didn't quite get the angle he wanted.
But he doesn't miss much. He wanted to move that. He achieved his target. The kitty didn't move as much as he thought it might.
This is pretty well down here from Marie. Yep.
Yeah, it's a good bowl.
It is.
Possibly holding 3 there. Important for Poverty Bay to keep relaxed here. I suspect he'll follow that.
Yep, that would be my choice, I think. Just
follow that down.
And try and sit the shot bowl. It may still be 1 down, but just trying to get 1 close, really.
He's playing his forehand, so I think it's a little bit different from what we envisaged, Wayne.
Yes.
Just playing a nicely weighted bowl again.
Yeah, just looking to possibly move that, roll that onto the jack and move it back to his 2 back ones.
Been well coached, these boys. It's not very often you see someone of their experience trying to use an opposition bowl to move the jack.
This is pretty well down too from Marie by the look of it. Nice little slide there.
Nelson holding 4 shots here.
No, this is an important bowl from Matthew.
Just overdrawing it a little bit.
Oh, it's a
What
lovely
a
line.
bowl.
That's a great bowl.
What a bowl. 4 down to 2 up. And that shows the beauty of having back bowls. He had bowls he could play to, and it was played with lovely controlled weight.
Positive bowl here from Marie, just trying
And
to...
a good bowl.
Yeah, oh, look at that.
Followed through onto the jack.
Possibly 2 touches. Hard to
Having
know.
a close look at this.
We could see the umpire with his tissue paper again. Yep, we've called the umpire.
Dylan thinks he can see a gap, I think. And he's called the umpire to make the decision. Kyle Waldron. Get the tissue paper out again. Yep. Nice fresh piece of cigarette paper.
At the rate he's using them today, he's going to need a new packet.
I think that one might be 50 years old anyway.
Doesn't look like it's going through. It's
Just having another check there.
Nope.
Yeah, it's a drawn end. So 2 ends played and the score remains at 3-0 to Poverty Bay. Great bowls. Great. The last bowls played by the skips on that end. Both very good bowls. Oh, Graham's wanting to play his backhand here as Skip schooled him on his forehand. No, he's going to play his backhand. All concentration. I think we need to remind Marie that she needs to stand to one side.
You got pretty good weights. You're pretty.
Just an update after the first 2 ends on the other games as well. Canterbury Ashburton lead 4-1 over North Taranaki. Manawatu and Hutt Valley drawing 2-2, and Southland and Counties also 2-2. So some close games there at the moment.
Poverty Bay still holding 2 shots. Good attempt there by Graham to sit the shot bowl.
That's a lovely bowl from Dylan.
Good leading by Dylan. Graham Davey tried to work his way in under that shorter orange bowl to get into the head. Just held a little bit with weight on that hand. Head's been set up well here by Dylan Foster.
Matthew will just be looking to consolidate this, put in a handy bowl at the back. That's a nice bowl.
He's added another shot. Still trying to play that forehand, whereas it's probably easier if she'd played the backhand, but I've been wrong before. Oh, she's cleared the short bowl now and's got a clear shot at the head. But the downside is they have only one bowl on the mat.
But if the kiddies, if the front bowl's hit, that's probably where the kiddie's heading.
Yeah, I think we'll see Matthew trying to cover that bowl. No, he's just altering the angles.
Well, that changes it.
That changes it a lot because the kiddie's not going to spring now. She's still going to play that aggressive hand. She should be just drawing on her backhand. But then I'm not an expert. Wasn't far from getting the result there, but she's removed one bowl from the head. Matthew just drawing, trying to tuck it up, just a fraction wide, but he's sitting holding 5 shots.
He is. And
now, it'd be interesting to see what Marie does here. She's really got to cut this down. She can't afford to go at it aggressively because she doesn't want to lose her bowl. And the shot I'd be playing in her shoes would just be drawing to either get the shot or at least cut it down.
absolutely.
Playing on her backhand. And this looks like what she's setting up to do. Good test. Just her green. Got on that diving hand, Wayne.
Yep.
Fraction of green. She had good weight for what she was trying to do. And it looks like 5 shots.
Yep, it is. So that makes it 8-0 to Matthew and Dylan. Played 3 ends. They've jumped out to another lead here. I think it's fair to say that the consistency with which Matthew and Dylan are playing, they're going to be very hard to beat today.
Good opening bowl from Graham Davey. It's actually leading quite well. Found a little bit wanting on that previous end, but he had 2 good opening bowls and they were counted when it got moved. In the area again.
Another good bowl from Graham. Just a bit wide, but it's okay. It's nice, close.
It's on the head and counting.
Yeah, that's a nice bowl from Dylan. Yeah, Matthew will be pretty happy with that, I would think.
First saw Dylan playing a couple of years ago at the Ames Games in Tauranga. He was playing in the pairs with his cousin, Kayla Trow. And gave a great display of bowls that day as well. Looks like Graham's gone round the back as bowls disappeared off the square.
Yes, it has.
He's right at the back, sitting in the middle of the square. His head's setting up again here.
Yeah, it's really important that Murray gets another one in here and
Just draws.
closes it down a bit. Ooh.
I think you're getting direction from the lead there.
I think Matthew will be looking just to rest these blues off the head. Oh, he's a free.
Well, he played it with a little bit more weight than we envisaged, Wayne. He was just got caught with that under green that you can get caught with on that hand. So another chance here for Marie Granger to close it down. Trying to get some cover in on that side.
Oh, unlucky. She just set that bowl. It would have been almost perfect. It's just run through a little bit. But still, it's...
She's giving her bowls a chance. She's certainly not short.
Matthew having another look at resting this shot bowl out. It was just a fraction narrow again. So Murray holds on.
Possibly a little bit safer than it was, but just a nice little draw up to the front of those jacks. Move the kitty a fraction. She could get 2 or 3 here, but she should get 2 with a controlled bowl. He's played this quite well. Very good bowl.
Very good. Yep. That's nice. 2 by the look of it. So that puts them on the board. So it's 2-8 after 4 ends now.
Good bowls there from the Nelson pair. I don't see Matthew Foster miss many shots, Wayne, but I think we can class that end as a rare miss.
I think so. Just looking around the hall.
Here we go with an update of scores from Wayne.
The Canterbury Ashburton leading 6-3 over North Taranaki. Hutt Valley lead Manawatu 7-4. And of course we were talking earlier, Trevor, about some of the upcoming events that are coming up, and of course the last event of the year is Labour Weekend, which the Island Championships been held in Upper Hutt, and the entries have been pouring in for that. And it's really looking like a bit of a mini nationals. Some of the teams that are coming along to that, very strong teams from all around the country. We've got teams from South Canterbury, teams from Auckland, teams from North Taranaki and Nelson. So, you know, the Southerners are coming up as well, which is fantastic. So that's looking like a great weekend of bowls.
And hopefully we'll be in level 1, Wayne, so make it a little bit easier for you to run.
Well, I think we're banking on it now, looking at the numbers.
Oh, it's a great initiative by Upper Hutt Valley to schedule these events for Labour weekend and to give the top bowlers an opportunity to play in events which they've missed out on.
Yeah,
And also good cooperation from New Zealand Indoor Bowls to make the decision to allocate the events as the North Island Championships or the Island Championships for 2020. Originally going to be held in the South Island.
yeah.
And it looked like they would be missed out on, but having the opportunity to play in a New Zealand event as well as taking part in the open tournaments arranged by Upper Hutt Valley has been seen as a good opportunity by the top indoor bowlers.
Well, and it's not just the top bowlers either. You know, there's a great range of bowlers coming to the tournament, and I think it's really just hit on a bit of pent-up demand from not being able to play most of the season. So yeah, it's looking like it'll be a great weekend. And of course, with those weekends of bowls, it's not just about the bowls; it's about the camaraderie and the friendships that people have made over the years, and reigniting those, and making new friends and such as well. So I think it'll be everyone's really looking forward to it.
Nelson holding 2 shots here.
And just another quick update from the other games. Counties lead Southland 6-3. Hutt Valley leading Manawatu 7-5. And Canterbury Ashburton leads 6-5 over North Taranaki. So some pretty close games.
Three bowls remaining. Matthew Foster playing his second bowl. He's 2 down on the head. Playing aggressively through the shot bowl.
Oh, very close.
Just a fraction narrow on that, but he's set himself up for a really good shot on the next end.
Murray will be looking to try and close this off, make it a bit more difficult for him.
I think Marie Granger from Nelson knows she needs to block this up. She's drawing to the head on her forehand. Pushing round, another bowl behind the head. Matthew Foster will play the split here. Nelson holding 2 shots. Shaping to play this on his forehand. This will be, no, he's changed his mind. He's playing it on his backhand. Be played with weight.
I think
It's on its way. Looking good.
yeah, just needed that little slide.
Played for the slide. He's got 1 shot.
That's a good bowl.
That's 1 to Poverty Bay. They lead 9-2, played 5. Matthew loves those pressure bowls. I'm pretty certain he and his cousin Nathan practice those in the mat in the back shed. Good opening bowl by Dylan Foster.
just a reminder that if you've got any comments or would like to add some interesting information or ask any questions, please feel free to drop those into the comments on the New Zealand Indoor Bowls Facebook page under the link for this feed. So feel free to do that. Let us know how we're doing. So some good bowls here, first couple. I was just looking to rest those oranges, just got under green slightly.
Three good bowls here by Dylan Foster.
Yeah, that's very nice.
All behind the jack, all in line. Yeah, good weight there from Graham. He's got to go wide on that hand.
So we've had just a score update on the Manawatu Hutt Valley game. Manawatu scored a 4 on the last end, so they now lead 9-7 over Hutt Valley. So a bit of a turnaround in the score there.
Another great bowl there from Matthew Foster, putting real pressure on Nelson. Greg Granger playing down that same hand. Played this very well.
Yeah, that's a very good bowl.
Good bowl. She's reduced the count to 2. Just opened it up enough to be able to do something.
Just looking for probably just a little rest off that blue.
Yeah.
Would have moved the orange around and his bowl would have flopped in. He's looking for a bit of movement, I think, here. Yep, very aggressive. Well, it's certainly better, I think, for her. It's moved out in the open and cut out a few shots. Possibly 2 down.
Excuse me. Interesting shot selection here, promoting his bowl.
Yep.
Well played.
Did play it well. Wasn't a lot of room for error there.
Marie endeavouring to come down between her 2 bowls. Sit the shot. Oh, one more roll might have been interesting. Expect it's 1 orange.
Yep, 1 orange. So that's 10-2 to Matthew and Dylan Foster from Poverty Bay, and we've played 6 ends.
Good opening bowl from Dylan Foster.
Very good.
to come down the middle of these. Poke your nose out just that little bit along the width. Let the bowl come through. That's better. Good back bowl.
Graham Davey from Nelson just putting in a back bowl here. Dylan Foster is open with two very good bowls on the jack.
A wee shout out to Carmel Sullivan down in Canterbury. I think it's good to know that you're following us on this feed. And you're right, there's been some great bowls over the last couple of weeks from the juniors and secondary schools and the 1 to 5 years to date.
What do you mean, Graham? Yes.
Poppy Bay still holding one shot here. But Graham's last bowl's got it into the open.
Just a couple of updates from the other matches. Counties currently lead Southland 6-5, so Southland have made a small comeback in that game. And Hutt Valley are once again in front over Manawatu. Picked up a 3 on the last end, so that's 10-9. And Canterbury Ashburton lead North Taranaki 7-6, so another close game. Matthew just drawing down here on his forehand, and that's a lovely bowl. Sorry, I'll be just looking to draw between the oranges, pick up the jack. It's on its way. It's pretty close. Oh, very unlucky.
Got the kitty just a fraction full there. Think she's only one down.
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Just a fraction heavy, if anything. Yep, it's good to see a smile on Matthew's face there. It's a reminder that we have to enjoy the game as well. And oh, that's a lovely draw bowl from him, right round the back and falling over, almost a back toucher. That's a lovely bowl. Marie's going to do here. Looks like she's going to maybe play her forehand. Yes. Oh, sorry, backhand. No, forehand. I'm confused. Here it is. And obviously, probably just looking to roll one of those outside blues in.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, Wayne, they probably don't get too much opportunity to play those sorts of shots.
No.
They can see them and they try to play them, but just knowing how to play with that aggression is something you just learn from experience, really.
Absolutely.
So the score is now
13, is it? Yeah, 13-2.
13-2 after 7 ends. 13-2 to Poverty Bay.
Oh, that's a great bowl from Graham Davey. Pulling the jack back through. And sitting on it for a shot.
Graham's been asked to repeat the shot from the previous bowl. Giving it a good nudge.
Yeah, it's
Very good. In the area.
And just a quick update from the other games. Canterbury Ashburton lead North Taranaki 8-6. Manawatu Hutt Valley, gosh, that's a topsy-turvy game. Manawatu back in front 11-10. And Counties lead Southland 8-5. Rear miss from Matthew Foster.
Just a little bit under green that time. What I like about Matthew is he tries to play these shots. He's trying to sit down the shot bowl, but he plays them with very controlled weight.
His weight's very good.
Marie Granger's had a look at the head. She's moved back to play her bowl. Tossed it out, given it good green. Oh, she's a little bit heavy. Dived enough.
Still has the shot. Probably given Matthew a bit of a chance here to draw the jack now, rather than having to play that shot to move the jack.
He's one down at the moment. They may get another end, and after this there's a minute and a half to go.
Yeah, this game's been a bit slower than some of the others.
She doesn't die wondering. She made sure she was up and just got the edge of the jack, but fortunately not enough to move it. Matthew quite happy just to limit the opportunities. This could well be the last end. Will be the last end. They're not going to clear the head in 10 seconds. Last bowl of the game. The whistle goes. One shot to Nelson. Final score in the game, 13-3 to Poverty Bay.
And I'm joined now by the winners of the round 3 matchup between Poverty Bay and Nelson, Matthew and Dylan Foster. Another great win, guys. Well done. Some really consistent bowls again.
Thank you.
Did had your consistency's really proving the difference, I believe. What sort of practice and that do you do during the week, and sort of how many times a week are you sort of playing?
So normally we practice once a week. Occasionally we practice twice, and we've got tournaments on the weekends normally, so playing quite often.
Right. Oh, that's good. Yeah. So some really nice controlled weight shots. Is that something that you sort of set up shots at home and sort of play to get out of those situations, or?
Yeah, sometimes we set up scenarios, a bad situation, and we practice them, so helps a lot for bad situations if we're in them.
Excellent, fantastic. Oh, good luck for the rest of the day, guys, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again later.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone. That's the conclusion of round 3. We will be back for round 4 very shortly on the skysportnext YouTube channel. Quick update on the other scores before we go. North Taranaki behind Canterbury Ashburton 6-11. And it looks like Counties beat Southland. And the other game finished, it was very close between Hutt Valley and Manawatu. Looks like that might have been a draw. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you for round 4.